Hello friends, this is tutorial number 7 in this C++ design pattern course. In this tutorial we will talk about a concrete creator. It will be a little similar like in previous tutorial. We will create a car factory but with concrete creator. I have created a simple hello world project like in previous tutorials, and I also have created application header and CPP file without any class. I just included a namespace standard in the header file and IOStream and standard namespace in the CPP file. And now let's go to a header file. We will create another namespace, my namespace. This part of the tutorial will be the same like previous one. We will create abstract class car. We'll have public virtual void function create, and we will define it with 0, pure virtual function. And we will also create virtual destructor. Now let's go create some derived classes. Let's create class BMW, and it will extend car class. It will also have public void function create. And it will override a function from the base class. And we will also create two more classes, derived classes. I will just copy this BMW and I will paste it 2 times. And we have already BMW. Now we will have Audi and we will have Toyota. Now we will create another class. The name of the class will be car factory. It will not extend any of the previous classes. And it will have a public function. It will return a car. The function will be with the pointer, and the name of the function will be getCar. And it will have a string as a parameter. We will use constant string, and the name of the string will be car brand. It will be a reference of the car brand. And we will also create a virtual destructor. That should be enough. Now let's try to build and run this to see if everything will work properly. Just a moment. Yes, we are not using standard STL library. That means that we need to include string. We will include it in the header, and also let's include it in the CPP Now let's build and run again to see if it will work properly. Here is our hello world program, is working fine. Now we will go to our CPP file. Just a second. We have abstract class car. Now we need to define create function of all derived classes BMW and Audi and Toyota. But first we need to call my namespace. Now let's define void functions. Void BMW create, and we can print something like in previous tutorial. BMW create function will be enough. Let's separate this a little. Now I will just copy and I will paste it 2 times. We will do the same for Audi and Toyota. I will change here to Audi and I will write here Audi in the text, and here I will change to Toyota and I will write Toyota in the text. That should be fine. And now we need to define get car function from the car factory class. Let's start car, and we need to use a pointer, car factory, get car, and we have constant string reference of the car brand. I will explain you how it will work. We'll just use this car brand as a parameter, and we will need if statement. If car brand equals, we will test it if it's BMW or it's Audi or Toyota, Ford, Lamborghini or another cars. Let's test with BMW. If car brand is BMW, it will simply return new BMW. Pretty much simple. And let's create, we need also else if condition. If car brand equals to Audi, I'm using uppercase here, it will simply return new Audi. And let's do the same for Toyota. Car brand equals to Toyota. We will return new Toyota. But this function needs to return a car. It's not a void function, and this means that if this car brand is not matching, no matter, we still need to return something, and we can return null pointer. And that will be good. Now let's see if everything will run properly. It works fine. Now we need to move to maincpp file, and we need to include application header file, and also we need to include string and my namespace. We don't need this hello world. Now we will create one car factory. We will call it factory with pointer. We will allocate it in the memory, equals to new car factory. Pretty much simple. And now let's create a car. We will call it car1 with pointer. We will also allocate it in the memory. And how we will create? We will not use a new car. We will just call getCar function from the car factory class. We have our car factory. And we also need one string as a parameter. We will write one string str equals to BMW, string with lowercase, and let's write factory. We will just call getCar function from the car factory class. Get car, and we need a string as a parameter. We will use str that we have created, and now we will just call create function from the car1 create, and let's delete. We will delete factory, and also we will delete car1 from the memory, and we will see if it will run properly. This should create new BMW, and we called a create function from the BMW, and this BMW create function should run. Now we will see if it will run properly. As you can see, it works properly. BMW create function, pretty much easy, but we are still not done yet. Here we will have two problems. Here we have BMW, but as you can see, I am using uppercase here, and this is case sensitive. This is one problem, and another problem is if I change one letter here in BMW, it will not work. It will just return null pointer. And we have a problem here. We are calling create a function from a null pointer. It will be a bad for our program. I will just change. I will write BMW, but the W will be with lowercase. Now I will try to run the program again. As you can see, no create function, and also my program has crashed, which is not good. If string is okay, if factory is exists, it will run properly. Otherwise, our program will crash, and that is not good. And how we can resolve that? We need to resolve a problem of a lowercase uppercase. We need to create it to be not to be case sensitive, and This create, when we call create function from the car, it would be better to protect it with to surround it with try catch block. It is better to, if this car1, if null pointer is returned, it is better before we call the function create to write some try and catch block. And first thing we will gonna do this. Okay, we have created factory and we have created a car. But before we are calling create function from the car, we will write some try. It will be inside try catch block. And before we are calling the function, we need if statement. If car1 equals to null pointer, and we need to throw some exception. I will throw 0. Okay, and first this condition will be checked. If car1 is only null pointer, if we don't have car exception, we will have this exception. Otherwise, the function will run normally. Now we will need, just a second, we will need a catch block. We will catch some exception and we will just print something. Let's use this str. In this case it's BMW factory does not exist. It should be fine. And let's try to format this code a little. Okay, it will be better. Now let's try to run this program with try and catch a block to see if it will crash. Okay, it's not crash now, but as you can see we have BMW with small w factory does not exist. Okay, the good thing, the program has not crashed, but we still need to resolve the problem of lowercase uppercase. It would be better to convert this string str to uppercase, and it will not be case sensitive. For that we need to create one function. I will create one void function. It will not be a string, it will be a void. The name of the function will be convert. We will just convert this string convert in uppercase, and for that we will need string as a parameter, but we need to use a reference. And inside we will need one unsigned integer. X will be equal to 0. And let's start. We will need a while loop. While x lesser, we need a length of the string. We have s as a parameter, reference of the string as a parameter, s dot length. And we will write s of element x will be equals, and now we need to call toUpper function, toUpper s of element x. This means all characters will be changed from lower to uppercase. This string now will be all in the uppercase, and that should be good. And we we need to increment x equals to x plus 1, and that should be fine. And we have created this string str, and now we will just call the function convert str. Now str will be all with uppercase, and it will not be case sensitive anymore. Now let's try. Now it should we should have a BMW create function. Let's try to see if it will work properly. As you can see, it works fine. Now we don't have problem with case sensitive string. It works perfectly fine. Now what can we do? We can try to see if Toyota and Audi function will also work. We'll just change. We will not create another cars. We will just create. We will change this string to Audi. I will use lowercase. Let's build and run. As you can see, Audi create function works perfectly fine. I can try with Toyota. I will mix lower and uppercase Toyota. Now let's build and run. As you can see, Toyota create function. Now I will try with Acura, and we don't have Acura class, but it doesn't matter. Acura factory does not exist, which works perfectly fine. Okay, I really hope that you understand this, and I really hope that you like this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. You have a link in the description, and I will see you in the next tutorial.